With the Pro version of WP Tweet Machine, the first and maybe the most important new feature is the fact that you can do unlimited campaigns. So you can automate an unlimited amount of Twitter accounts from just one installation. Here, for example, I've got 4 separate campaigns, each dedicated to a different niche. So I can be building new Twitter leads in 4 different niches at the same time, all from one installation. Let's take a look at one of these campaigns to have a look at the other features that the Pro version gives you. Now, this is a campaign for a healthy recipes Twitter feed. It's this account I've set up here. It's a brand new account and I'm just using it as an example to show you these features. The first thing I want to show you is in the video, images, and feeds tabs, we now have the option to add hashtags. So when we add a new feed or image or video source, we can add hashtags to those. So here you can see we've added 2 blogs in our feed section. We entered this one and this one. This blog's dedicated to vegetarian and whole food recipes. So you can see that I've listed some hashtags here to reflect that. This blog is dedicated to vegan recipes. So you can see I've dedicated some hashtags to that. For each input source, you can put a different comma-separated list of hashtags. Let me show you how this works. So if we look on the blog here, and I scroll down to a link to one of the posts. In this case, it's from this source here. It's from this one. We can see the link there, and we can see that it just chose this hashtag veggie recipe, and it has placed the hashtag on the Twitter post. Now, hashtags are very fundamental to the way Twitter works. Twitter users are always searching for hashtags. Hashtags appear in trending topics, and it's just another really great way to get exposure and build your followers even faster. And because you can choose a different comma-separated list of hashtags for each input source, you can really make sure all your hashtags are super relevant to the content that's going to be posted. Now, something else that I want to show you, and this is really exciting, this is the auto-blocking features that you get with the Pro version. Now, normally, as we've just seen, when WP Tweet Machine posts something from a video or from an RSS feed, it will post the title, it'll strip out the image, it'll strip out the video, and it'll post a link to the content. So it's a really great way of sharing content on your feed and establishing yourself as that authority on Twitter. But what happens if you want to use Tweet Machine to drive traffic to your website? Well, by selecting this option, post to site as yes, and in the video we can choose the same thing, post to site yes, instead of curating direct to your Twitter account, you can first have the plugin create a post on your blog. Let me show you an example. So if we just go to posts here, we can see that, let's have a look at this one here. This is a post that the plugin has taken from my feed input, from this one, and instead of posting it to Twitter, it has posted it on my site here. And obviously this is just an example site that I've set up to show you these features. You can see it's stripped out all the images and it's posted all the text. Not only that, but if we scroll up a bit, we can see that the plugin has promoted this post on Twitter on our automated account. So you can see here, if I click this link, instead of taking you to the original source, it is instead taking you to the blog. So using this feature, you can set up a 100% automated blog and drive traffic to it using your Twitter account. And if we have a look in the campaign setup section here, we see we've got a whole load of different settings we can apply to our auto blocking. So we can choose to have the posts that we create, these posts, we can choose to have them go into draft mode. So that means that instead of the plugin posting as soon as, posting live posts, you can go into draft mode first, so you can check in each day to make sure the the plugin's posting relevant stuff. We can optionally show the source. So if this selected as yes, and if we have a look on our example post, we can see that it will post a link to the source. So that's where this post originally came from. So if you want to be 100% white hat about this, you can do that. You don't have to worry about, using other people's content if you don't want to. We can also have our own custom source label. So I've got posted from here, so you can see that appears next to the link to where the content originally comes from. We can also choose the category that you want these to go to, and remember these are different for all your different campaigns. So I've got 4 different campaigns, 4 different niches here. They can all go to different categories. So I haven't got any category set up on this test site at the moment, but if I did, you can choose which category to post to there. We can choose to have a maximum post length. So if you don't want to just take all of the content like I've done here, and you only want to take an excerpt of it, again, this is if you want to be 100% white hat about this, then you can do that. We've also got the option to add spun intros and outros. So that's just Spintax enabled intros and outros. And that's just a way to get a bit of originality into your posts and put your own, custom intros and outros to them. Now, one final extra thing that the Pro version adds I want to show you is the Growth tab. Now, this lets you track the progress of your campaigns. Now, I only just set this Twitter account up today, just as an example to show you guys the Pro version. So I haven't really got much to show you in here yet. But you can see that we've got 3 followers so far in the short time I've had this set up, and you can see it's been tracked there. And this just lets you track the progress of how many followers you've grown over the previous 10 days. So it's just a really good way of just seeing how your campaigns are progressing, seeing which ones are performing best, and enabling you to pick winners.